We are on the beat tonight and we're going to the Paris Cat Jazz Club. We're right out the door. We're going to go in and have a talk to the proprietor and, of course, see what's happening here tonight. Let's go. It's my pleasure to introduce Serge Carnovale here from the Paris Cat Jazz Club. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Interesting building, over 3 floors. Firstly, how long have you been here for?
We've been here 10 years now. We opened in 2005, and it's been very challenging but exciting at the same time.
The jazz feel, it reeks of it walking around here. Did you go over to Paris and did you copy this from anything over in Paris? Because it's very unique.
The inspiration for the club was basically to pay tribute to the post-war clubs of France. They've got an amazing scene over there, over 40 jazz clubs in Paris, and so I had a look around, and there's some beautiful clubs, and certainly, it inspired me to come to Melbourne and do something similar.
Now, with the feel of the place and the amount of work that you've done, give me an idea of the amount of work that you had to do to get it to the way you wanted it from when you originally took it over 10 years ago.
Well, basically, when we acquired the space, the building was completely empty. We started in the basement, which was the first room that we set up, put in a stage and a bar and everything else. We started in the basement. I think we did about 2 years there. Then we came up to the gallery and we needed another area and we set this up. And recently, or actually in fact January this year, we opened up our loft on the 3rd level.
Now, with all the different levels that you've got here, the 3 levels, does that mean you have different acts on each level, or do you predominantly have one downstairs, one upstairs, the loft, or how does it work?
Well, generally we do around 10 gigs a week at the club. On a Friday and Saturday we feature 3 shows. So you can come and see a 7 o'clock show in the basement, an 8:30 show up in the loft, and then back down downstairs at 9:30 for our late, what we call our late show. So 3 shows on a Friday, 3 on a Saturday, and 1 or 2 on a Wednesday or Thursday, depending on who's touring.
That leads me to my next question about the following of jazz in Melbourne. It's obviously strong to sustain your business for the last 10 years. Is it getting stronger? Where is the jazz scene going, in your opinion?
Oh, look, we've got a culture in Melbourne where people love the laneways, and this club attracts a lot of tourists. We've seen that grow over the years with our rankings on TripAdvisor and a lot of the reviews we get. So look, it's growing all the time. Unique sort of performing art spaces are a really cool thing to go and visit, and I can only see that getting stronger as we hopefully move into the next 5 or 6 years. Here we are in our basement. This is where it all started. It's a fantastic little space, and last October we had Robbie Williams turn up with his 20-piece big band while they were on tour. We got a call on a Monday afternoon, and they decided they wanted to come in and have a bit of a jam, and so we decided to open up, and one of the security guards walked in and said, "Can I have a look around?" And I said, "Sure." I said, "Is everything all right?" And he said, "Yeah, just need to have a look at the exits." And he said, because Robbie Williams is walking down Queen Street.
Mr. Robbie Williams himself, I mean, that must have been a real buzz. What was he like? Is he funny, or did he take place over? Did he go dance on the bar, or was he typical Robbie Williams, or what did he do?
Oh, he was actually on tour with his father, and so he was pretty low key, but a beautiful guy, and just a gentleman. He loved the space and had a great night. Thanked me at the end of it, and we got a couple of really nice tickets to the following night, and we had a fantastic time.
Any other names that come to mind that have been down here that international acts, Serge?
International, well, we actually, one night I walked in, and I in fact finished doing a gig myself, and I walked in, it was pretty quiet, and I looked over in the corner, and Bob Dylan was sitting there, and I said to my brother, I said, "Bob Dylan's in tonight," and he came downstairs, he said, is it that guy? And I said, "Yeah, that's Bob Dylan." He said, "Oh shit," he goes, "I charged him." That's a true story, but he was lovely too. But look, we had some of the Stings band come in, Michael Bublé, so a lot of the touring guys like to visit the club.
Yeah, I can see why. Look, you put so much work into it, and the place just fits. It reeks of jazz. It's absolutely remarkable place. Once again, thank you so much for sharing us and taking on us a bit of a tour of the Paris Cat Jazz Club. Thanks, Serge.
Cheers, thank you.
The Paris Cat Jazz Club is definitely one of the coolest music venues in Melbourne, located in the back streets of the CBD. Your senses are taken over by the low-key atmosphere and musical vibe that this historic building exudes. The Paris Cat Jazz Club certainly makes you feel like you're in Paris, enjoying the fine wine and music with a touch of romance from a bygone era. Check out the Paris Cat Jazz Club website for upcoming acts.